Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I was just saying that I will speak like 2 hours today. I will speak a lot today. I'm just trying to use, how do you say, inverse psychology with me. So I speak a little bit. How's everyone? So today is the last day I'm here in this place. So tomorrow I will start to change. So let's begin with today's topic in the Taurus day, the Toroid day. The topic for today is the plan. So talking about the plan, let's try to understand this topic very much because we use a lot this concept of there is a plan in the universe. And we will speak about this plan according to 2 points of views. One, which is the personal. So what is a personal plan related to our own life, like a plan for myself, and what is the planification of something, and what is the plan of the cosmos, the great plan. Okay, so let's begin with what is for us a personal plan, something that we have to plan in our lives. So just before we begin, to remind you that all the topics that we are speaking about, all the topics we're speaking about are one related to the other. They're not separated. They are not one topic and another topic and something different. All the things that we are speaking is basically the same thing spoken in different ways. So this is like a Russian doll. Okay, so one topic is inside the other, and basically all of them looks the same. All of them are alike. Okay, so that's why when you don't get something of this topic, so you just can go and read through the other topics, okay, to help you understand. So no, just to share that if you notice that I am like tired or a little bit like out of my axis a bit, is basically because today has been a hard day for many things. Today I've been trying to pack everything, to put order in all the things that I have, because I have to move everything back to another place. So I've been arranging everything here, and also it took me a lot to write the blog today, because it was hard, even if we are talking about many things every day and the issues are alike one another. The way in which we are treating them makes you understand different ways, different things of this. So today was one of those days that was like a therapy. And of course, I don't know how you are taking this path, but for me, it's like being in a therapy every day, in observation every day. So sometimes I'm not in the mood of speaking or whatever, or still processing the information that I was trying to work that day. So it will take a while. Yes. I don't know if you know everything that I have done since the very beginning, but today I spoke about the concept of ataruntuni in the blog. If you didn't, so I invite you to read it. so in the blog I said about the ataruntuni, and and it was uh, it was the first name that I used to to say everything, to explain everything that I know. Basically, I'm not going to tell the whole story, but when I left the university, um, I someone invited me to make a conference, and she said, "What is the name of the conference? What's the name of what you are going to do?" And immediately I received the I thought about this memory I had about the plan that we call Sihot in here in Egypt in that time, and and the plan was Atertumti. So I decided to call Atertumti everything that I do because of the plan, the universal plan, as we call it in that time. So Atertumti means heaven on earth. Ater means heaven, and uh, Tumti means earth, and Ti is in. So heaven on earth, Atartumti, was the plan in which the ancient ones used to say, we have come from the universe to the earth, so we have to take this information from the earth towards the universe. Okay, so we call that Uatumti Keidurnos Aterti. That means bring heaven on earth and then bring its light into the heavens. So this concept was like our religion in that time, our philosophy of life. We we have changed many ways, but that was just a point of view, just a different way of seeing the things. Okay, so the Atartumti plan was to download all this information from the heavens and to leave it here on the planet so we could go up again into the cosmos. And basically, the philosophy of the Atartumti, the plan, had within the the concepts of the seven laws of the universe, the tree of life, all the things that we are speaking about, that we are talking about every day here in this thing that we are doing. What is this? Well, whatever. In this, what we are doing, everything that we are doing is basically philosophy of the Atartumti. So for me, represented that the great plan of everything. Everything that we used to learn in that time was from an architect, was from the point of view of an architect. This architect is the one that you know today with the name of Hermes. Hermes, taught Jahuti by the Egyptians. So yeah, so this is the main teacher. So Jahud was an architect, and the reason why he was an architect is because for all the ancient cultures, the ones that try to understand the universe, the spider was the most important concept to help us understand how everything was created. Okay, so the spider was like this being that represented the whole reality, the first one that was creating the network. So the spider was the one considered the center of the universe, the one that created everything, because she was creating this tissue in the universe. So I don't know if you know this concept, but there is a structure called the tesseract, which is eight dots outside, shaping a cube, and another cube inside, being held in the center. Okay, that's a tesseract. Okay, so yeah, tesseract. So the tesseract is a concept of a cube that represents the subtle realities inside and the physical realities outside, but it can also spread, expand, and create like a fractal once and again, and it's always the same structure. So for the ancient ones, the spider was one of the most important symbols, because with the eight parts that it has here outside creates the external structure by weaving the web, okay, and the eight eyes that the spider has creates the inner side, the inner aspect, the subtle aspect. So is the eight eyes of the spider can see everything beyond from the subtle level, and the pods represent the physical. So with the physical, it weaves the web. So the ancient ones saw how a spider, what it does is to create like a system of a network, okay, that is replicating itself once and again. So after these lines, the spider will start to create like a pattern. Depending on the species, it will create a different kind of pattern around. And the spider, when she finished doing that, it positions itself in the center. It doesn't matter where something falls in the web. By vibration, the spider will feel everything all the time by perception. So they saw how the spider was being that created this by polarity, by correspondence, by a pattern of mind, that it generated this by vibration with a rhythm. So suddenly, all the laws of the universe, plus the mathematics in the numbers, in the geometry, everything was here. The spider has everything. And they had also the eight eyes inside and the eight pods of the spider outside, the tesseract. So they call the spider as the main weaver. The main weaver. Okay? The main weaver. From that time on, the first people to understand everything, they were called themselves the Spider-Man, which is funny. But the man, yeah, the Spider-Man. So the main weaver in Greek is archos tektos. Archos, main, tektos, weaver. So both together creates the word architect. The architect. So the architect is the main weaver. So what they understood is that the architect is the one that designs the map to build. Okay? And then the people come and starts to create. So the spider is the one that creates this web by expanding its nodes, by expanding the strings. Okay, so this structure is something that is expanded. So this system here must be expanded in order to exist. So plan in the ancient languages means expansion. So something that needs to be expanded is a plan. So a plan is like a plane, is like a plant, planification, a planning. Yes, something that is extended, expands with many branches. That's why a plant. Plan not only describes something that is expanded, but also the movement of that expansion. So we have something that had expanded like this network, but it also describes the movement of this network. So that's why we also have the word planet to describe something that moves in a plane. So what happens now with our human mind? Our human mind says, okay, if we are here and we can, with our mind, create a plane, a plan to do something, to create something in this world, if we, as an architect mind, we can create, manifest something from a planification. So we said we are also a creation. So if we are creating something, so that means that there must be someone bigger that also has designed everything. So someone that created us by design. What they did was to say, if there is the spider, which is the one that is weaving and creating these planifications, now the humans can take that information to start to create, to start to manifest. To manifest in the world, to create stuff like the spiders, doing maps, doing planifications to build something, to connect the invisible networks, and so on. So the humans said, well, if we are also created, then this person, this being around, should be the first one on having created all this, on having done this network, this web. So that's why it was called the Great Architect. The Great Architect. For that moment, the great network, the great web, was called the Great Spider, the spider that created everything. It was not a person. It was the spider. So they call it the great spider because always was a matrix. So it was like the womb of a mother creating everything. For a long time, people consider the spider like the great architect. So related to this concept of how the universe is created by Weaver, all the priests and priestesses needed to understand or to become architects to understand the divine. And through the architecture, they could understand how everything was built in this matrix of the body, for example. So they said, oh, we need to learn too about medicine, biology. I will try to understand biology. But then they understood that if the weaver is creating like this network with strings like the spider web by vibration, so they needed to understand also music to play with the strings and understand it. And because all this structure is spread and expanding through all the universe, connecting every level, that's why in the all languages they call this the plan. This is not related to the word God has a plan or the universe has a plan for me. When we say the universe or God has a plan, it's not someone saying, I have to do this or that or this or that, and this is what is going to happen with this one or whatever. What is really saying is that the universe is an existence that starts to expand, allowing everything to exist. So when we have this conflict about, but who is the being? Like what is the being? Who is that being that is doing that? That is being. Being. Do you see the answer? It's not someone. It's not someone ahead, above, outside, creating. Is the being. You understand the word? It's not a subject, it's a verb. Being. The being is only one. We as humans used to say, this is Matias, I am Matias, this person is this one, this person is that one. But it's not like this for the universe. For the universe, we are one. We are being. So we are only one being expanding itself. One being expanding itself. So when we say we are only one being in expansion, it's the same thing as saying we are the universe with a plan. It's the same thing with different words. Example. An example. We are like one being, like a galaxy. Okay? So we have a galaxy, and a galaxy starts to expand, pushing the planets and suns around. So what is the expansion of a galaxy? Is when the galaxy expands itself, pushing everything away, so it sets itself free from the gravity. But what we have to understand about this? That it doesn't matter how far you push the things away. Doesn't matter how far you push the things away. You will still be the things. Because we are only one. Just one thing. So it doesn't matter if you detach from the things, you will still be the things. So what is detachment? Detachment is to expand, to let the things go, even if I know that the things are me. And the opposite would be to hold it because I am afraid that if I let go, I won't be myself anymore. But no, you will always be you. It doesn't matter what you do. So for example, how can I know if I am not expanding, or how can I know if I can expand or not? Well, we have to think about this. We have to think, am I really doing what I like? Am I really expanding what I am? I am really sharing with others what I like, what I want to do? Am I going to the places that I want? Am I able to transform my life? Or I am inside this pressure of our life, like I'm not changing all the time in the same spot, complaining about the same things, and it's easy to know if you are not expanding yourself. So as I said in Spanish, there's no excuses like, oh, I'm not being able to expand because I don't have money. Don't come with this capitalistic excuse. I would say just think about why you really are not expanding, which is to share, to expand yourself, to do things, to share with others. So what you have to think about is if you are opening yourself. Because if you are not opening and you're close to yourself, you're not accomplishing any plan. But if you expand yourself, you're accomplishing your plan. When you expand yourself is when you are doing your plan, because plan means expansion. So now the question would be, how can you say that there's no outer plan, that there's no big plan, if we are controlled by the astrology or the things outside, the external situations like we are living today? That is a plan that is moving me to do something, and I'm not controlling that. Well, yes, I would say yes, of course, that's a plan that you cannot control. But the reason why you don't control it is because you are not expanding yourself. So that's why the things that are expanding outside are pushing you. So this is like if you are here, not being expanded, all contract like this, and here comes something aside that starts to expand, and in this expansion moves me. So the force, the strength of the other one expanding itself condition my movement. And that's why we call it a plan, an outer plan. The universe has a plan. Yes, the only plan that the universe has is to push all the things that are not expanding. So that's why we are controlled by outer plans. So it's not only about things that expand. Also, we have expansion in other dimensions. Things in the fourth dimension, the fifth dimension, the sixth dimension are also expanding themselves. So that's why we have plans from the sixth dimension, a plan from the fourth dimension. We have plans everywhere because everything is pushing us to accomplishing some plans according to what is pushing us other lives from other times, other spaces, dimensions, whatever. So the plan is external when I am not being able to expand myself. So I am being controlled by the other plans. So the only way in which I can get inside the universal plan is if I myself become the plan itself. So I have to expand my own self to become my own plan. So there is an explanation. I've been doing this question myself these days, like why I am feeling so fine. Why I am feeling so that this year, 2020, 2021, are being the best years of my life. I cannot understand it. I was like, why? Why, if the world is so bad as it is, why this year has been the best year of my life? And today I got it. I understood it. Because I am expanding every day with all of you. I expand myself every day, sharing my body, my soul, my mind, everything that I have inside. I'm expanding everything constantly. So every day is an expansion, and I understood that the reason why I am accomplishing my plan this year is not because I was meant to do my plan this year. It's because this year I decided to expand myself. And that's why I am accomplishing my plan. That's it. I think that's it. Who knows? There are so many things that I want to say that comes to my mind right now, but I was thinking, no, we have 6 more months ahead, so I will shut up. Let's go to the information for today. The vibration for today is like saying a B, but vibrating. The statement is, I am the eternal home, which is related to today's topic, which is, I am the only thing that there is. The code for today is helium. This is the second chemical element of the cosmos, the one with the highest atomic quantity after hydrogen. Helium, He, comes from the Greek sun, an element related with several planets, most of all gaseous and gaseous ones, and with the sun, its energy and its energy. This means the fire. With a high capacity of generating temperatures, this element expands among the stars and our galaxy, being the 24% of the elements. So let's close today with the Taurus. So just to tell you that tomorrow we start with the physical aspect of Capricorn. So we will go into the systems. I don't know the order, I guess, but for sure we will gonna speak about politics, religion, education, economics, So take a deep breath and absorb the fire for today. So I was just saying that depending on what happens this week, will determine if I keep going with the project or if I just quit and I go back home. This week, the 10 days that come will be the exam of Capricorn. And what I mean with this is that I know that when we speak about the universe, everything is beautiful. But when we start to speak about politics, economics, and so on, the things that are here, usually we forget about everything that we spoke. So take a deep breath and let's try to see if all the things that we have been working with in 6 months are working or not. Okay? So that's why. If it doesn't work, I go back home. And that's it. So 10 days of exams. So I think it's good that I will have these 10 days on a boat because I would flow with this information for sure, I guess. But I must say that at least I have all my things packed already. So depending on what happened these 10 days of exam, I have everything ready to go back home. No, I don't know. Sit comfortable. Today when I was in the pyramid, the guide that appeared, it was an architect, and when he said, and I was thinking myself, oh, it's good that tomorrow I go to the boat and I will be relaxing there. And suddenly this architect told me, you know that we're going to be waiting for you in each step you'll give there. So I was like, it's never about relaxing, always about doing something. Take a deep breath, becoming aware of the environment I find myself in. I use my imagination to design this environment like a very deep and dark night, with a sky full with stars. I perceive the light of a fire in front of me. Its heat reaches my hands, chest, and face. As I see straight to it, to its bright colors, red, orange, yellow, and its flames, dancing like snakes. I recognize that this fire represents the reason of my existence, the plan of why I exist. I recognize that I am not alone watching this fire, that I am surrounded by many other people, all of them connected to the fire and its light, to my plan, and I recognize in their faces that they are all those people related to my plan in life, to my soul's plan, and to the plan of my spirit. All of them are related to the plan of my being. I ask myself, have I accomplished my plan? Am I doing my plan? Or I don't know how to accomplish my plan. I ask myself, what is my plan?
Yo soy la araña, tejedor de mundos. Yo soy el recordador. Ese es mi plan. Yo soy el recuerdo. Yo soy el Cristo. Yo soy el eje del mundo. Yo soy.
Take a deep breath. I see the faces of all these people, and I recognize that they are part of my plan, that they are part of me, and I am not going to be able to accomplish my plan until I become it. Take a deep breath and stand up there where you are and walk ahead towards the fire. And you feel that the fire doesn't burn. So you stare inside the fire as it ignites you from your feet to your crown and head. It burns your body, and it doesn't hurt. It burns your soul and your spirit. As you vibrate, resound, sing, you become the fire. I become a plan. I feel the fire expanding from myself, creating this great network, a torus, and each one of these people around me becomes a string in this world. I am the eternal home. I am the eternal home. I am the eternal home. The plan is not using. I use the plan. For I am the plan. I am expansion. Take a deep breath and start to bring this consciousness all around your body, caressing each part of the body, stretching all your body, and yawning. And each one at its own time, come back here and now. And for today, we write down, what is our plan? How do we feel with the plan of our life? Thank you everybody for accompanying me in this, having accompanied me in this emotional week of Capricorn. And see you tomorrow at the same time to begin with the physical week. Thank you.